Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn with me, Alpha Mega Turkey and the Turkey Plus submod. So, I want to start today by addressing two comments that I got. One from Gokani or Gokan. He asked me a weird question if I'm still producing the old ATGMs, and I'm not sure what he means by that because we have been producing the Omtash and Omtash mounted ATGM and ATGM for years now. Literally, we have so many of them in the storage, and there is no way we can actually go with the newer ones because they are about 9 years ahead of time, even though they're good. We can't even get the improved tandem charge yet. I mean, we could, but it's just taking so much from us that I'm not sure it's worth it. So no, we have not been producing the old ones for quite some time now, and not sure what would lead him to believe that. Second question was from Mod Raven. He asked me if and when I'm gonna start using my military or defense companies, basically they're called in Millennium Dawn, to do the research. Well, I'm not doing that for various reasons, but mostly because we do not really have that much political power. Even after all of this, we are still so-so. Remember, we are trying to influence Egypt, so that is something that we've been working on quite significantly. We want to influence their politics. I would really like it if we could, get to about 30 before we try doing that. And that's consuming a lot of our political power. We've also been spending it on some of the officers recently, and we always have something to do when it comes to the decisions. Yes, like here we have recently started working on, what's it called? Encouraging. I could plant some new trees if we wanted to, or we could start using. We really do not have a lot of independence in our territory, so it might make sense to actually start burning some of our political power on combating foreign influence, which might be actually a pretty good choice here. But yeah, I mean, until we are actually done with all of our goals and really start seeing that we are overflowing the political influence, it is, in my opinion, a little bit better to keep our keep the research, because it's not giving us that much benefit. It's like a couple of days on each of researches, and I know that they're getting money from that and experience, but I'm just not that into that. So yeah. Now tell me, what the hell is going on with fuel? Have we been hit? Oh yes, they started bombing us. I remember. So we added more airpoints here to actually remove the enemies. Man, they really got new types of aircraft coming at us. Our average air attack is lower, and our average radar advantage is lower, but speed is higher, so yeah. The good news is that we're actually producing a ton of our Hanjars as well, so it is going to be relatively easy to take them down. We're also working on improving some of the sites, the shoreline sites, and we're building radars to help ourselves. So yeah, the battle over Turkey is raging, and we are having... Well, we're trying our best to actually work on it. Let me just start importing a little bit more oil. I think we can do it, right? Yeah, we have a decent amount of factories, actually. So let's import, say, 2 more. Would that fix it? No, it wouldn't. Alright, so we need 3. 3 factories. I'm gonna work on that. Oh, actually, that's another one. So 5, and that should put us to a positive. Israel has conducted a military strike. It's not our business. We're not gonna keep pestering them over and over. We're also preparing for the invasion of Crimea, but I'm not sure when and how we're gonna be able to actually do it. Cause oh no, it's Murmansk. I thought that they were encircled somewhere. I still see enemy units over here, and I'm not entirely sure if we have what it takes to do it. When we have our support, we're upgrading our units, we're upgrading our weapons. So eventually we will be good to go. But I will be completely honest, I'm still freaking out whether or not we'll be able to to succeed here, because there is just so many enemies that we will have to face. I just don't like it. Okay, sinking down more enemy ships. Letting the transport helicopter. If we wanted to switch you guys from these combat service support to helicopter combat support, less experience cost, capacity. How many would we need? Do we have enough? We're almost there. And somehow that actually significantly lowers our attack. Not significantly, but it does. However, we get bonuses to experience loss, extra fuel capacity, extra trickle back, and extra movement. Doesn't have amphibious then. I have to think about it. Iran-Turkey natural gas arbitration. It was stated that Turkey won the arbitration case it opened in 2012 regarding the price of natural gas purchased from Iran. Officials of the Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources said the court has decided in favor of Turkey. The arbitration board will determine the ratio issue. And the 1 billion. Trend News Agency from Azerbaijan reported that Iranian Deputy Oil Minister Hamid Reza Araghi stated that Turkey won the arbitration case that it went to by objecting to natural gas prices from Iran. According to the news, Araghi said that the International Court of Arbitration found the plaintiff, Turkey, justified against Iran. After the decision, it is expected that 10 to 15% discount will be applied to the price of natural gas that Turkey bought from Iran. How dare they? Alrighty, so how's the battle continuing? Yeah, we are truly bleeding out aircraft, and they really are bombing us. Not great at all. Can I purchase more oil? I can. But the damage is not as excessive as it was before, so I think we will be fine. Where are we building the shorehead sites? Over here. I'd much rather build some of them over here. I mean, they help with situation in the sky. Yeah, and they keep shooting down some of them, so it's not like we are doing something that's not necessary. If we could get some of these Istiklal class ships out as well, they could support us in our attack against Sevastopol. I mean, I'll be honest, we just have to do it sooner than later, but I'd say later is a little bit better because we will get better stats, better equipment, and more trained units. So, and we don't really have another chance at it, you know. It's just gonna be one strike, and either it goes through or it doesn't. The worst part would be if it went through partially, because at that point we might end up like the others did, just stuck in the middle. Okay, let's go with Heroes of the Nations. Our ace pilots are heroes of this nation, keeping us safe from enemy bombing and fighters. Yes. So 8th generation chance, their bonuses and effectiveness is increased. Yeah, keep shooting them down. Cascadia has conducted a military strike on California. Alright, well, the world is becoming excessively dangerous. Okay, another factory is gonna be finished. Radar is gonna be finished. Okay, our influence in Egypt is 21.14%. Most of the quantity of tourism. Can I encourage female representation in the government? Expand female employment options. Let's actually do both of them. And help with the... Actually, can we talk to the geologists? Yes, I would like to do that. Decide to improve our situation. See, and now we have no political power left. Egypt, when can we manipulate your politics? 20. I need to be above 30. Use 10% influence. And Republicans People's Party, is that non-aligned? I think it might be. I doubt that we would be bolstering something that's not actually beneficial to us. Attempt a coup, at least 30. We could throw them into a civil war. So I have a feeling that Switzerland actually won. No, in one after under the Western outlook. All right. I thought that they annexed. What was it? I think it was nationalists. Might have been. All right. So we're suppressing the enemy, disrupting almost all of their operations, which is great. Working on the radars and the SHORAD sites, which is great. Let's repay a little bit of the debt, buy a little bit of fuel when we can. 10 days. Adding a little bit of army experience. What's the technologies that we're gonna get? Modern deep learning, that's great. It's gonna help with our workers. Alright, actually it's starting to get really close. We have 97.8% in offices, which means commercialized agriculture districts are the only ones. And I don't think they require that many people. We don't have that many, so yeah. I'm gonna get a bonus to the bonus. We're gonna get new levels in the surface attack and surface to air missiles. Electric mass transit. I'm interested in this one. You will get significantly more fuel per day. And that's that. Nothing else is coming even close to this. And I can't remember making this much money. I was thinking that we might want to lower the taxes a little bit. I'm pretty sure we will need that soon. No, actually we won't. We wanted to get the new taxation policies, which would allow us to get extra revenue, and we could lower the taxes. So that is actually a pretty good option here. But we'll first need to see what the effect is. Because, I mean, I can estimate tax revenue modifier. Well, corporate tax income should be extra 15%. So either way, it should help us. And if we could lower the taxes by, say, 3% and pay 2 extra for that, that would be really good. But is that gonna be the case? Who knows? Alright, we're managing to control the skies. That's amazing. And I think we're even managing to... Yes, we're building more than we're losing, so that's actually pretty good. This hurts Russia. This hurts Russia significantly. Alright, you're becoming regulars. You guys now have a really nice amount of equipment. You're getting the new MPT, the new C4I Star. What about you guys? Are you... Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody is... Okay, you still need to get rid of some of these. But we'll work on that. Remember, every single point will count. So there's not like bad choice here. There's only good choices. Power-wise, we're doing great. Yeah. Nice, so actually shooting. And what's going on here? And we have... No, that's no operation. Cascadia declared war on California. Alright, the... Emerging and West... Actually, Western declared war on emerging. Really? Interesting that California is weaker when it comes to industry. And when it comes to military. So they might actually lose this to Cascadia. That would be fun. You know, attack and hurt yourself in confusion. Yeah, it might be a good idea to go for these because I'm interested in seeing that. Better engine, huh? Better engines. What are the odds? Air missile. So you know what? Just for the... Because we're using the helicopters. We're using them significantly, so... Being able to get those would make it worth even if we do not plan to put a helicopter operator. A helicopter carrier is an aircraft carrier that is mainly used to carry helicopters, but it is also often classified... And terrorists, I mean, we're more liberal and the terrorists grow stronger. It's also classified as an amphibious assault ship or an anti-submarine aircraft carrier. It is mainly used for military aviation missions, including anti-submarine warfare. Yeah, I think we're gonna make these, we'll build a couple and make them an anti-submarine ships. And goes as support. Some amphibious assault ships have docks designed to carry landing craft and have the function of dock landing ships. Some amphibious assault ships are designed to be equipped with vertical takeoff and landing fixed wing aircraft to provide more powerful coastal air support for amphibious operations than attack helicopters and have the function of light aircraft carriers. Man, you guys have a ton of... I need to assign you... No, that's not what I wanted. Where are they? Here. You got a trade point. Really? Production resource need is actually really good. Autocar. Yes, we're gonna need way less resources. It's actually pretty cool. MKEK, you are... What are you, MKEK, working on? Nothing, but I feel like, well, we haven't been using you for anything, did we? Turkish aerospace industries. Okay, you definitely we need. Okay, well then I guess funds gain. Efficiency. Conversion. I guess this one, I don't know, that doesn't make much sense to me. Rockets on. Heart attack. Liability. Heart attack or air attack. I think we have this one already triggered, so production efficiency. Defense break. Okay, yes, we're gonna do this one. Modern materials, yes. And production cost. Okay, rockets should be put on both of our... Are you being produced by... Yes, you are. You are not. Alright, for some reason you're being produced by MKEC, so... Reliability, well, these are better. Wouldn't it make sense though to fix you as... No, you have to be... Okay, so you have to be built by them. And what else do we have? MKEC. Production cost. Well, we are not using you for anything. And Gojuk Naval Shipyard. Alright, this one is a big one. Destroyers, anti-air. Yes, I want you to update the variants. Extra armor. Man, we're actually like spending like crazy here, but it isn't gonna be worth it. Production cost. Wait, what was the advanced surface detection? Anti-ship. Yes, this one. What about here? Sub-detection, speed. Sub-detection. I'll take that. Speed is also good, and we are out of XP and anti-air. Reliability and... Wait, reliability? Max swing? Yeah, definitely this one. And then health power. Alright. So we have dramatically increased our depth. But I think it's still worth it, all things considered. We can unlock the land doctrine, huh? No, we can't. Division defense, division attack. Alright, considering what's gonna happen to us, I think we're gonna go with the defensive combat doctrine next. Because we need to have our units available. Alright, so we have now moved ourselves to more interventionist group of nations. Arabic Spring, we could get political power and doctrines. Oh, this is actually really nice. New airport for every state. World War III declaration, huh? Annex on Islamic State. Annex on Syria. Annex on Iraq. Oh, this would actually be pretty good. But I think we're gonna go with that next. For now, let's get the new taxation policies. I really think that we need to get our, as they say, our ducks in order before we do anything else. Let me just lower these imports. And improve the fuel imports, because Still, it seems like the game is not happy with us. Yeah, alright, we're just shooting them down. Amazing. So what are you working on right now when it comes to production? I'm putting these over here. Central Anatolia, alright. So, we finished the dreaded first step in extra power, less fuel. Electromotive trains. Railways herald a transformative phase, bidding adieu to diesel electric locomotives in favor of their full electric successors. While the railroad becomes a beacon of efficiency and sustainability, train stations grapple with heightened electricity demands. Okay, repay all the money that we have. Okay. For a moment there, I thought Soviet Union was was reborn, because it was showing me them in red, and I was like, oh no, oh no. White. Yeah, I know, but we're continuing, right? So it can't be all that bad. Man, this is really something. You're producing so many weapons every day. 422, 422.9. Yeah, our units are getting stronger. They're getting the elite status. Come on, just make sure that you finish retraining. Modular truck seating. Alright, what else do we get? Land warfare, R&D. Small arms. Lower production cost but extra reliability. Remote control, fire support drone. Augmented reality. Strength suit. Utility vehicles lower fuel usage but get extra production cost. Support drone. I think we're gonna go with this one. We do have the possibility, and the fuel usage will go a long way for us, so let's do that. And we finish the modern deep learning. Alright, let me put you on some other project next. Cold War assault cannon. Cold War assault cannon. Not exactly what I envisioned. Drone systems. No, not really. I think we will definitely want this wing form though. Because look, this eliminates the fight range issue. Gives us slightly less air attack. Slightly less air defense, but it gives him massive radar advantage and speed bonus. Increases production cost and lowers. Lowers land attack. Air defense. Advantage attack speed. There are heavy hard points. These ones too far ahead. I'm not sure what the targeting pods are for. I guess they just allow for air recon, which isn't, you know, specifically something that we are that used to or interested in, whatever you want to call it. So let's look at the Navy. There we have the biggest gaps. It's an Irvis submarine engine. I'm more interested in the improve the jet turbine engine, because that's gonna be good. See, this letter removes like 6 days, you know, and it costs us political power. So not something that I am that interested in. Infrastructure, we're starting to, oh yeah, oh god, look at that. We're starting to get a ton of fuel. And, alright, we actually lost, hold on, what's going on? Where did all our money go? Something ain't right. By the way, how's the... Alright, the worker fulfillment is almost full. Awesome. Productivity significantly higher than it was before. So that makes me happy. I'm still gaining population. I'm actually thinking that building a naval yard might not be a bad idea, but they are super expensive. GDP, they do not give enough or any kind of reasonable GDP output. But of course we need that, you know. Alright, let's repair this infrastructure, and I guess on that note we're gonna call it a day. We're still fighting the enemy, but they're losing significant amount of aircraft every single day. So that's good. Egypt has been auto-influenced. I'm happy about that. So new taxation policies is gonna be the way to go for us. Alright, I'll let this go a little bit further, and we're just gonna lower the imports. Just frankly speaking, we are doing kind of good. We're putting 2 nuclear power plants. Well, that is nice. I think we're gonna start with the shortcut sides, and then we are just gonna put a couple of these in there, and we can maybe a little bit. Just a little bit of fun like this. And a little bit of fun like this. So we're gonna be producing yeah, this looks like a decent queue. Let me just put the nuclear power plants also among them. Hopefully this is gonna make sense. Alright, well, anyways, thank you very much for joining me now. See you in the next one, where we are going to... Well, how far are we here? Oh, still nowhere near. You just finished this. Man, are they even drilling? Because you guys are getting better, but you guys seems like you are not. Well, either way, we're preparing and we're getting better. So we'll see how it's gonna go. So, see you next time.